Welcome to Attraction Source. Today I'm at the Alton Towers Resort in Staffordshire and I'm excited to stay in the SMILER room here at the Alton Towers Hotel, along with bringing you a full tour including a look at the restaurant, bar, hotel amenities, its fun quirks and the beautiful exterior grounds. Thank you to Alton Towers for the stay tonight as part of the Content Creator Programme, so let's go and explore. If you have never been to Alton Towers before, then it is the UK's largest theme park with some famous rides and attractions such as Nemesis Reborn, Oblivion, the Curse at Alton Manor, Wicker Man and of course the SMILER. The unique themes of the Alton Towers theme park also extend to the 5 different accommodation options. You have the Alton Towers Hotel, which is based on exploration of the world, Splash Landings Hotel, which is Caribbean themed, the CBeebies Land Hotel based on the popular kids IP, the Enchanted Village, which is made up of quaint woodland lodges and tree houses, and the stargazing pods, which offer a kind of glamping option. The resort also includes the water park, which is attached to the Splash Landings Hotel, and Extraordinary Golf, which is a mini golf attraction based on the rides in the park. So let's head inside.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing, Mick?
Always good, and you?
Yeah, I'm very well, very excited to stay here, so really great to see you.
Great. You enjoy.
Thank you. So the Alton Towers Hotel is themed around the explorer Sir Algernon, with a hotel reflecting his bold personality and featuring quirky elements inspired by his travels and inventions. This was the first hotel built at Alton Towers and opened in 1996 and is still my favourite one at the resort. The reception area is impressive, features some nice theming, and leads to the atrium where you can't miss Sir Algernon's flying machine. A really impressive centrepiece of the hotel, which you can appreciate from all levels. And at the bottom it contains a stage where they have the evening entertainment. The decor has not been updated significantly during the time the hotel has been open, so it does look a little dated in some areas, but generally it has a timeless theme, and they do just make it work. In terms of checking in, over the last few years, all the check-in desks at the resort have been modified to feature self-service machines, and although you receive less of a personal welcome when you arrive, there are friendly staff, just like Mick there, around the reception area to provide assistance needed. Prior to your stay, if you are sent a check-in email which requests some details in advance, and as long as this is filled out, then on the day of arrival you will receive an email with a QR code to check in via these machines, which takes place as soon as the room is ready, on some days as early as 1 PM, which is a really nice perk. Otherwise, check-in time is usually 3 PM and check-out is 10 AM, which I do think is a little early for any hotel. It really should be 11 AM minimum. So in the reception area is the Emporium, which is the hotel's little retail store. Hello, how are you doing? Hello. So the store contains some merchandise from all the attractions around the park and also some essentials for your stay and also some food and beverage options. So pretty much has everything that you need. And also really handy if you're leaving for the day, heading home. If you forgot anything in the park, then of course you can pick it up here. Super handy. Also in the reception area is Expedition Espresso Stop, which is a dedicated coffee shop serving a selection of Costa coffee, which is a handy grab and go option when heading into the theme park or on your journey home. The reception area is located on the 2nd floor, and on the 1st floor I've come down the steps and first thing I've seen is this huge chair, which is fantastic for some silly photo opportunities. Moving across here then, we've got elevators, we have toilets in the far end, and then there's a games room here, which will certainly keep the little ones busy. So a fun and quirky feature here at the Alton Towers Hotel is indeed the elevators, billed as Sir Algernon's time capsules. Each one has a different soundtrack based on past and present attractions at the theme park. Which one are we going to get?
Look down.
So that was Oblivion, and they also feature Nemesis, The Haunted House, Toyland Tours, and a few others. Room 302 at the Alton Towers Hotel is the SMILER bedroom. So let's go for a full bedroom tour. Here we go. So I wanted to make sure I got that introduction. It is quite a unique experience as you enter any hotel room. So first of all, what is the SMILER? So it's Alton Towers' most popular roller coaster, subjectively. It has 14 inversions, which is the most of any coaster in the world, and its backstory revolves around the Ministry of Joy. So it's a government department which outwardly presents itself as a medical organisation focused on increasing happiness. At the head of the ministry is Dr Kelman, a crazed maniac who has devised treatments to give his victims a permanent smile. The centrepiece of the ride is the Marmalizer, which is a large spider-like structure, and the treatments and subjects undergo a permanent smile, with the ride itself being the Marmalizer machine. And it's all about mind manipulation. It's quite a lot, but it's also very popular. The fans, there's so many SMILER fans out there, and it's really good to see that the park created a hotel room based on this theme. So yeah, definitely crazy, as I say. So we'll start over here at the front door. So you have your ironing board, and then a cot and some hangers to hang any clothes. So you have tea and coffee and a kettle, and then in here you have a mini fridge, which is always handy. Nothing in that drawer. So let's have a look over here. So we have a desk with a lamp. And there's a nice letter there for the Vice President of the resort. And in this drawer here we have a hairdryer. And a useful little desk if you ever need to do some work or upload content, just as we do. So moving over here, there's quite a unique seat. And then a laughing gas barrel. Air conditioning is a bit of a contentious subject in this hotel, as not all of the rooms have them. You very much need it in the summer, so that's most welcome there. Over this side you have 2 bunk beds, and you can put this curtain around to give the kids a bit of privacy, which is always handy. They have their own lights, remote controls and individual TVs, which will certainly keep them occupied. So it looks like here we have a king or super king bed. That's a pretty nice size. And can we just talk about these cameras? So quite the unique thing to have above your bed, but hey ho, if that's your cup of tea, if you love the SMILER theme, then it may make sense. But yeah, it's certainly a unique thing. And then there's a button in between the bed, which then sets those cameras off. How intriguing. Some modern lighting up there. And then the carpet is really trippy. So there's a full-length mirror, and then moving into the bathroom. Everything you need, nothing you don't really. Nice little basin down there, and you have some body wash and hand wash, it seems, by the brand 1969. Toilet, plenty of towels, and then a full walk-in shower. So this is definitely one of the nicer bathrooms here at the Alton Towers Hotel. And you even have those cameras again. So on a typical Friday or Saturday in summer, the room is priced between £300 and £400 per night. So it is one of the more expensive options here at the Alton Towers Hotel, which does fall in line with the other themed bedrooms and suites. It doesn't include park tickets, but does include free Wi-Fi, free parking and free breakfast, which is always good. And it's definitely a room for those roller coaster enthusiasts, especially if you do love the SMILER. It certainly has a very deep backstory, should we say, and they've done a good job in representing that in this bedroom here. So would you stay in the SMILER bedroom? Is it your cup of tea? Do let us know in the comments. Right now we'll explore the rest of the Alton Towers Hotel. So it's the following day and I'm back at the Secret Garden restaurant for breakfast. Generally a traditional English breakfast is offered with continental options including fruit, pastries, cereal, tea, coffee and fruit juice. So let's go inside.
Breakfast here is nothing special, but it does do a good job in setting you up for a day on the theme park. If you're not a fan of the traditional English breakfast, then there are continental options too. Over here there is cereal, fruit and yoghurt. And there's unlimited filter coffee available over on this side. So the restaurant is not usually open for lunch, instead Expedition Espresso Stop in the lobby is for grab and go options. There's a full a la carte menu available each evening, and I definitely recommend booking prior to your stay as it does fill up very quickly.
In terms of bars, the Alton Towers Hotel has two. So this is the Captain's Bar, which is only open at peak times and serves as an extension of the Dragon's Bar, which is just over here opposite the Secret Garden restaurant. It's themed more of a speakeasy, so it's quite atmospheric, has a generally Asian theme, I would say, and serves the standard affair of cocktails, beers, wines, and also they do food now, so they sell pizza, fries, onion rings, and a few other bits and bobs. So yeah, it's a really nice bar, definitely a nice place to spend an evening. Stepping out on the balcony at the rear of the Alton Towers Hotel does give you a really nice view of the gardens and the central lake, with the CBeebies Hotel in the background and the bar below. So let's take a walk down there. Although the hotel was built in the 90s, the design is very timeless, so has really stood the test of time, and they do keep it looking really nice. I think a lot of thought was put into beauty and making the place as pretty to stay as possible, and that's especially true out here with the waterfall, the lovely lake, and a little bandstand over there which guests can explore. At the back there's some play equipment. To the left here there is the old spa, which is currently not in use anymore. Some fun little stepping stones if you're brave enough, and you can see the Secret Garden over there. But yeah, it really is a beautiful hotel, which I do enjoy staying at each time, just to appreciate the scenery. So that wraps up my stay here at the Alton Towers Hotel in the SMILER bedroom. It's certainly a unique accommodation offering and is best placed along with the other hotels at the resort to ensure quick and easy access to the theme and water park. In general, it is a pricier option when staying in the Staffordshire Moorlands area, and I feel sometimes aspects of the service don't quite meet the expectation of the price point when it costs the same as higher end brands, but ultimately the hotels are ideally situated on site, are well presented, they have a lovely team of staff that do put the customer first, and have made noticeable improvements when it comes to the food and beverage offering. The hotel does need investment in updating some areas of it, but is still a charming place to stay with unique bedroom and suite offerings. The SMILER bedroom being a great example of that. The room was clean, it was functional, with a decent bed and a shower, and definitely should be on any coaster fan's bucket list. So if you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this if you've not done so already. I'll see you in the next one.